Good morning, welcome to JDcars. And after about 2 months without any upload because of GCSEs, I mean, everything's just gone to pot. I mean, YouTube's not had any attention at all, and neither's Instagram. But we are back, and we've come in through with a promise for once, because today we've got a brand new 2018 Ford Mustang. So we're going to start with the exterior. Now immediately we're greeted with a brand new bumper, which I'll overlay a shot of the old car right now and you'll see the sort of differences between it, but it's a lot more angular and gives the car sort of a lot more of an aggressive look this time. I mean, we've got new headlights, which is sort of, well, it's just evil in it. I mean, and then all these angles down here. We've got some vents which are fake, but you know, we can forgive them. But yeah, these lights got like, is that an air duct? I've no idea. Yeah, then coming round to the side, we've got the same wheels as the last one, but we've got new rubber this time, because compared to the old one, which was running Pirelli P0s, we're now on some Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which, yeah, I think everyone's swapping over to Michelin's now, aren't they? I'm not really that good at this. Anyway, and the brakes, we've got some new Brembo 6-piston brakes, which I'll let someone else go over in the comments a lot more, because I have no idea. Then we've got sort of classic 5.0 badge, which is on I think every Mustang since the original in 1964. One thing I forgot to mention as well is we've got a new bonnet. I mean, I want to start with this stripe. This stripe's sick. We've got like the thick matte black one down the middle with the slightly off centre thin one, which looks sick. I mean, the old one had sort of two normal stripes going down the middle, but I think that looks better. And as well, we've got some new air intakes, which they're fake. But it doesn't matter, it's a Mustang, it's fine, we can forgive it. So yeah, coming around to the side, and we've got like this whole, this is the same as the old car, but it's like just all angles in it. I mean, we've got this rear arch as well that sort of flares out a bit. Don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, just flares out there. Then we come around to the back, we've got like a little ducktail spoiler, and then I've come around the wrong way. See if I can fill this awkward silence. So yeah, come around to the back, and we've got this time on this one, we've got the clear tail lights, which, I mean, you can get red ones, but I think they look a lot better, and the GT badge, which is on every V8 Mustang ever. So moving on to the engine, which is the main talking point of a car like this, we've got a 5-litre naturally aspirated V8 which produces 460 brake horsepower. Now that figure is 25 more than the previous 2017 model, as well as we get 15 more torques, and we also get 5 more horsepower than the equivalent Camaro. Now, I think even if that wasn't true, I'm still going to take a Mustang because, well, I can actually get it in the UK, which, you know, is probably a big win over a Camaro. But I think the Mustang actually looks better, because whilst the new Camaro looks sick, and I would love to do a video on one, if you're watching and you happen to own one, but I think that looks a hell of a lot better, and it's a Mustang. So yeah, let's come on to the gearboxes now, because whilst this one that we're filming has a 6-speed manual, which is the one I'm going to go for, you do get an automatic, which, yeah, everything's going auto, but I'm still going to take analog, I think, and go for a manual. But anyway, the auto, now that is a 10-speed automatic gearbox, which is derived from the Ford Raptor over in the USA, which we are actually getting a Ranger Raptor, so when they come out I'll do a video on one. Yeah, I think, if I'm honest, 10-speed is a bit of an overkill, but they're still offering a manual, so I'm not going to complain. Now, the performance upgrades for the 2018 model include a K-brace. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest, but you know, it's got one. As well as that, we're getting, what are we getting? We're getting a new LSD, so with more slidey, and we're still getting all the line lock features and everything that was sick about the old one are still here with this. And as well, we're getting bigger radiators for cooling, and I'm going to move on because I have no idea what I'm on about. Right, so let's move on to the interior, which I can actually show you properly, because as you can probably tell, we've got a wider lens on this time. For those that are interested, it's a 10 to 18mm EFS lens. I will do a video on that once I've got a bit more use out of it. So let's have a look inside, and I can actually see everything now. I mean, this feels like the Stradman right now. I mean, I am basically the Stradman. So anyway, come in, greeted with this nice big leather steering wheel, which is actually really comfy. I quite like this. We've got a nice lovely Mustang logo in the middle, nice little horse. As well as that, we've got all the classic buttons and dials and everything you'd expect from a modern car. Now we've also, speaking of modern cars, got this new LCD screen, which I'll overlay a few shots of now in the working. But yeah, I love that. I love the fact that everything's going towards this, and Ford are doing it with the new Mustangs. So that'll hopefully mean, or it will mean, it's coming into everything else in the range as well. So I need to get down Fiestas. But yeah, I quite like that as well. Got the infotainment system. There's not much to show you there because it's the same system as, say, a Fiesta or a Mondeo and the old Mustang for that matter. So there's not much to go over there, but it's got all the navigation and the audio and everything you'd expect. But one thing I do want to talk about there, when I can get my English working, good thing I don't have to do that anymore. We've got a nice lovely stop-start button, and which is pretty common now. There's nothing special there, but I want to talk about these little dials here because they remind me of a Lamborghini Gallardo. I know it's stupid, but they've got a similar sort of thing going on in them, and for those of you that know me, you'll know how much I love the Gallardo. So I'm liking that they're in a Mustang. I mean, yep, there we are. I feel like something out of a fighter jet, don't they? I mean, I'm basically in a Typhoon or an F-22. I mean, someone will correct me on American planes. I should know that. Yeah, what else we got? Manual gearbox, which is very nice. It's quite close to the steering wheel, so it gives you sort of like whole driver involvement thing. And it's quite low down actually. It's really nice. Sort of can rest on the center console. As well, we've got a proper handbrake, so skids and handbrake turn are still very much a thing. What else have we got in here? We've got this lovely little Mustang logo. Can you see that? There we are. Nice little Mustang logo. And that is basically everything. I mean, there are some back seats, but you're not getting anyone in them, are you? I mean, yeah. But it's nice to have tried. Give this car a bit of an overview now because I want to get out of the sun because my sunburn is absolutely killing me. So yeah, an overview. Now the Mustang has been one of my favourite cars and everyone's favourite car forever pretty much. I mean, whilst I'm filming it today, there's been people coming up to me asking me about it, and you know, everyone knows what it is. Everyone knows the Mustang. I mean, that's like, it's one of the most iconic cars in the world, and one of the main reasons why I think Ford are probably one of the best manufacturers ever, because they make everything. I mean, Escorts, Capris, I mean, another video entirely. So yeah, I think it's one of the most rounded muscle cars, or pony cars, whatever you want to call it. There's that big debate going on whether this is a muscle car or a pony car or not. Now, I'd honestly class it, after spending a few hours with it, as a sports car, because it genuinely could rival the likes of a Boxster or even a 911. I mean, I saw one article, a Top Gear article actually, that said this was RS5 performance for A5 money. That sums this thing up, just in general really, the amount of value for money it is. I mean, the power for the price, there's nothing that can touch it. So I think this is probably one of the best cars of this year, or the last decade to be honest, if you take the 2015 model into account. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on this car in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.